Hi, my name is Ifeoma Odunlami. I am an immigration attorney from the Odunlami law firm, where we fight for fellow immigrants and their American dream. So your American dream as an immigrant could be getting a green card or becoming a U.S. citizen. And at the Odunlami law firm, we fight for all our clients to make sure they get their American dream. So today I want to talk about a topic that I've gotten a lot of questions about: waivers. Waivers. What is a waiver? So a waiver is a type of forgiveness. It's a forgiveness. So there are certain conducts that an intending immigrant might have engaged in that requires the government to forgive them before they can get an immigration benefit. So some of this conduct would be illegal entry, coming into the United States without a visa, coming through the border, unlawful presence, unauthorized employment, criminal convictions, certain criminal convictions, not all of them, and misrepresentation or fraud in your application or when talking to an officer. So this conduct, you can actually get forgiven through a waiver. But there's some conducts that you will not get forgiven. Typically, those things that you do that are not subject to waivers, or a sham marriage, getting into a relationship or marriage for the purpose of procuring an immigration benefit, a fake marriage. That's what it is. There's the second one is frivolous asylum filing. And the third one is false claims to citizenship, when you claim to be a U.S. citizen to an officer or government official or government document. I'm not talking of when you tell a friend that you're a U.S. citizen, okay? So those three, there are no waivers. So it's really important that you know this, especially the false claims to citizenship. When you fill out a form to get a job and you click or check off that box that says U.S. citizen, that's false claim to citizenship, okay? Or when you apply for certain benefits and you claim to be a U.S. citizen. So for those, no waivers. So going back to waivers, let's discuss the evidentiary standard for getting a waiver. Generally, there are two. There's extreme hardship, and then there's the exceptional and extremely unusual hardship. That one's a mouthful, right? So for today's purposes, I'm going to talk about extreme hardship. So extreme hardship requires you to prove that your U.S. citizen relative, typically a spouse or parent, will suffer extreme hardship if this waiver was not granted, right? So it's the U.S. citizen or the green card relative that has to show extreme hardship, not the intending immigrant. And in most cases, U.S. Citizen children or green card children are not what we call qualifying relatives. So a qualifying relative is the person who qualifies to show that they would suffer extreme hardship if you were not granted a waiver or if you had to leave the country. So this standard requires a different type of hardship, not just family separation or sadness that your family is not going to be with you. It requires a hardship that is particular to your situation. So the BIA has recognized common consequences to denying a waiver, such as family separation, economic detriment, difficulties readjusting to life in a new country, the quality and availability of educational opportunities abroad, inferior quality of medical services and facilities, and ability to pursue a chosen employment abroad. They recognize that, however, in itself, each of them may not be enough to rise to the standard of extreme hardship. But taken together or with other circumstances, they may rise to the level of extreme hardship. So it's important for you to be able to discuss what your family member, the U.S. citizen or green card holder, would suffer if you were not granted this hardship. And sometimes to get that, you would have to get a psychological evaluation of that U.S. citizen or green card family member to be able to prove hardship. So if you think that you may qualify for a waiver, or if you want to know if you qualify for a waiver, call my office, 973 993-1900. We're happy to assist you. Again, my name is Ifeoma Odunlami. I'm an immigration attorney serving 50 states of the United States for immigrants who are looking for immigration benefits. Take care.